So I was at the gym a while ago. Probably the last time I was at the gym or the time before that. And there was these two young cats at the gym. They were definitely probably they were young adults, 19, 18, 20, 21, 22, somewhere in that range. And every time that they did an exercise, no matter what machine they went on, excuse me, no matter what machine they were on, they would slam it. Every rep, they would slam it. I'm just hearing the weights, bow, 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 bow. And so I was doing the fly, but I was doing it for back, right?
Yeah.
Reverse fly. And it just so happened about 6 feet from me, who comes over? The two young guys. And I said, man, I gotta ask. I'm gonna try to do this in the least confrontational way I can, but I have to ask these gentlemen, what the fuck are they doing? So I took off a headphone and I asked them, I said, hey guys, I'm not trying to intrude. I'm just very curious. I hope you don't mind me asking, but I'm very curious. How come when you guys are doing your reps, you're allowing it to slam? You're not, slowing down. And so it was two guys. It was a young black dude and a young white dude. And the young black dude started to answer, and the white dude cut him off. And he said, so the young black dude said, well, basically what we're trying to do is, and immediately the guy who's doing the reps, which that's a whole nother topic, but the guy doing the reps cuts him off and goes, well, what happens is sometimes when you're lifting, I'm going to try hard not to laugh while I say this, but he says sometimes while you're lifting, it's a little too hard. It's hard to finish your set, or sometimes even the rep. But when you let it hit, that bounce back, it kind of gives you a little bit of extra oomph. It kind of gives you a little extra. And so we were taught, that's why you do it, because it bounces and you catch it on the way back and just keep going. And I said, oh, okay. That's interesting because I was taught the exact opposite. I was taught you never let the weight slam. In fact, if it's too heavy, then you slow down a little bit. So when you get to that start point, you can slowly start going back. And he's like, yeah, that's only if you want to get the lactic acid flowing. That's really for cats who's doing endurance. And then he goes like this, we trying to bulk up. I said, oh, okay. I said, I'm not trying to tell you cats what to do. I was just curious because, the OGs taught me some things very differently. And I've seen y'all as I've been working out. Y'all have been doing that quite often.
Oh, man.
He says, yeah, that's why. I said,
oh man.
Okay.
Oh, man. See,
I know this is a pet peeve of
yours. It is because,
and I have to be honest, they're just breaking the fucking machines.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay.
And
let's just get that out the way. It's horrible because these machines don't belong to you. It belongs to all of us. And if you break it, then it's over. Now we can't enjoy that machine. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's the most fucked up part about it, is that you're being very selfish by doing that. Yeah. I'm not going to even say whether it works or not. We could just put that to the side for a second. You engaging in the weights that way can destroy the machine, and now none of us can enjoy it. And when you come back,
and this was every rep,
every machine,
machine.
Yeah, and when you come back to the gym, now even you can't enjoy it because you broke it. So,
right.
We have to learn etiquette, gym etiquette. Fairness for this gym is a public place. It's for everybody to enjoy. That's why it's one of my biggest pet peeves, because it's a selfish fucking act. I wish you would have handed out, a card or something like that. Say, hey, you know what, guys? I do a fitness podcast. Y'all should listen to it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so here's the other part that might surprise you. Honestly, he's right, technically or scientifically, that when the weights bounce and it bounce back sort of like a ball, it's giving you a little bit of a lift. He's right. That's scientifically what's happening. He's wrong in a sense of that's not what you do to get bigger. if you're if he's saying, hey, I'm trying to get swole, I'm trying to get big, then you don't want help
What he said.
bringing it up. You want the muscles to work on their own. You want to go
Right.
slow and controlled. The more you have to control the weight, the harder it is on your muscle. So
So that's what I told him when I was trying to explain it to him, and he's like, nah. That's only for
no,
endurance. We want that
he's
little
actually
extra.
flipped it. So somebody probably told him the right thing, and in his mind he flipped it. Endurance is doing what he's doing. He's going as fast as he can to just get the weight up. Just get it up. Don't matter. Just get the weight up. That's an endurance exercise. That's speed. Endurance is speed. He flipped it in his mind because if you're talking about getting big, you want to engage all the fibers. Let's say he's doing chest, just for example. You don't want to bang the
Yep.
weight. You want to go nice and slow out, and then on that weight coming back, you're bringing the weight down. You're controlling it. So you're getting the eccentric and decentric, if you want to be scientifically, you want to use those words, like whatever. I don't really care. I'm not trying to press anybody, but I know what I it's a vocabulary, whatever. So it's like on the deceleration, it takes control. The muscle is still working. Yes, it's a lot to bring it out, but it's a lot to bring it in. We've had this conversation before, right? I
Right.
used the example of
Very
the
recently.
rocket,
Yep.
right? It's like the Tesla rocket goes up. It takes a lot of fuel to get that rocket down. But if we're going to save the rocket, we still need fuel to control the deceleration to get it to go exactly where we want. Precision. That's what building muscle is. Not only using a lot of gas to bring it out, you're using some gas to bring it in with control. The slower you can do that, the
Right.
better. That builds muscle. If you're doing it fast,
Yep.
that's endurance. You don't really care about building muscle. You want to get through speed. That's circuit training. That's speed lifting. If you want to, people do that. All right, 30 seconds.
Right.
Okay, go to the next one. 30 seconds. Okay, you're not building muscle. Building muscle is a slow, methodical process. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get big. That's what big dudes do. You build strong muscle by going slow. So he actually, I feel like if I had to bet, someone probably told him what I'm saying now, but he switched it in his head.
Yeah.
So he's probably say he's 19. Maybe somebody told him this at 15. And you're a 15-year-old kid, you tend to fuck shit up. Maybe, all these kids now, they all want to smoke weed. So he probably fucked some shit up in his brain and reversed the actual fucking information he had, and he got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's the other way. You just it's the opposite. Slow it fucking down. That's how you build muscle.
I said, man, I got to talk to Dre
Yeah.
about this shit
Yeah, because that shit I
because,
know.
like, what's funny is somebody called me, not when they were right next to me, but they were like, I don't know, 4 machines
Yeah.
in front of me. I was doing seated back row. And somebody called me and it was like, hey, I just have a quick question. They just kept hearing those weights. Bam, 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 bam. They're like, should I call you later? I was like, nah, I hear you. It's just loud in the gym. They were like, but what the fuck
It's
is that? And I was like, it's young cats
It's a dumb
slamming
thing.
the weights.
And I could go so far as to say there are some exercises where you're supposed to slam things down. Like, you ever see people with the medicine balls and just hitting it down and hitting it down?
Yes.
I mean, that's good if you're like trying to use it for like aggression, like you're angry and you just need to slam something down. But in terms of building muscle, it's dumb. Why? Because it's going to take more muscle and more strength picking the thing up than it is slamming it down. You're better off picking it up and then lowering the weight. If you want to build muscle, you're better off going,
Right.
and then slowly bringing it down. You're going to use a lot more muscle. Bring it up and slamming it, you're not using hardly any muscle to do that. That's like an
Son.
exercise and being, temper tantrum shit, like a 2-year-old exercise or some shit, but
Son, every machine. I said if Dre was here, he would
yeah,
lose
because
his
you're breaking
fucking
the
mind.
machines, bro. Like, we all got to work out in here, like we're all in here, and I see it all the time, especially in,
Yeah, of course.
The thing about Planet Fitness is, hey, you know what? It's not expensive, right? It's a very
Yeah.
you can get a good workout in there for a good price. Some might say a cheap price.
Yep.
I'm not gonna call it cheap, but I would say it's not expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's for a
Right.
nice price. So, hey, when you because of that, we all have access to it, right? It's not $100 a month. It's not $200 a month, right? It's a
Nope.
very
Right.
affordable, not cheap, but affordable rate. We all can afford it. So because we all can afford
Right.
it, that means that we have to make sure we don't break things in this gym, because once you do, it takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks for them to, replace whatever's broken on there. I mean, it
Yep.
must be thousands of people using that same equipment every day. So why would you
Right.
destroy it? You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just say, if you see that again, and I think your approach was great. You wasn't like coming off as, I'm gonna tell you what to do. You really came off like, all right, hey, can I give you guys another perspective? Not saying you wrong or whatever.
Well, I didn't even do
Yeah.
that at first. Like at first, I purposely was like, I'm gonna try to tuck my tail and come off as nice
Right.
as possible, even though they're annoying
Right.
the fuck out of me. Because I knew one, they were young, and I could tell one of them was very
Hmm.
inexperienced, and two, young cats in the gym, they want to
Listen,
start a
man.
fight,
We
and I ain't come here to
Right.
fight. I came here to
And
get
then
my
you know what the other
workout
thing
on.
is? You know what? Hey, we all been young. We all been young. And when you're
Of
young, you feel
course,
like you know everything. Nobody can tell you nothing.
and you're the king of
Yeah,
the
you
world.
know what I'm saying? You 15, you 19. I know everything already. And it's like, okay. That's why the way you came off was good. Like, okay, I'm not gonna attack y'all or feel like I
Thank you.
don't want y'all to feel like I'm attacking y'all. But I just wanna,
Right.
maybe try to enlighten you a little bit. Hey,
Yeah, and I let them talk for a long while, and then I was like, oh, that's interesting because the OGs taught me a
right,
little differently.
right.
And then I said, this what they and the young same thing, same the young white cat, still doing his sets, still slamming the
Yeah,
weights.
man.
Was like, nah,
Yeah.
and just started
Yeah.
responding. I was like, all
And
right,
that's
player.
why a lot of people don't like going to those kinds of gyms, because, if
Yeah,
I go to the gym, I don't want to see 4 or 5 machines not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
right,
what? Yeah, that's broken. This is broken. Oh, you can't use that. That's broken. Oh no, that we gonna fix that next week. What the fuck? Now I gotta choose. I have less choices because you had to be an
right.
asshole. Right. So
Yep.
myself, even though I do belong to Planet Fitness such as you, I have another gym that I go to. And it's like, not to say that it's better, but the people who go there work
Mm-hmm.
out more. So that kind of shit
Right.
you don't really see. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like
Right.
fitness trainers and shit like that there. So people are not gonna do that kind of shit. It's not in the culture. And I think that's the one thing that
Right.
Planet Fitness is going to have to work on is their gym culture. So they big on no gymitation and don't
Right.
yell when you're doing all that shit. Like that's good, but they're going to have to work on like the things that you just like that you're talking about now, where it's like community. We got to work on community in here. We all in this bitch together. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So
Yep.
Planet Fitness, we're gonna send something to y'all. Work on your community. You know what I mean? Work on the community
Right.
aspect of it. You know what I mean? Get that in people's heads.
Right.
Hey, it's Planet Fitness. We all in this bitch together.
That's it.
Motorcycles.
That's the new motto. You know what I'm saying? We all in this
We
bitch
all in this bitch
together.
together. No
So,
doubt.
that would be the flyest Planet
Ever.
Fitness ad ever.
You know what I mean? Give them that one for free. Y'all can take that.
You know what I'm saying? Just some cat slamming the fuck out the weights. Somebody walk over, hey, don't break it. We all in this
We
bitch
on this
together.
bitch. Hey, it's Planet Fitness. We're on this bitch together. And the patient go, "Oh, you're right. Okay, I get it.
Oh,
I
okay. I
get
won't
it now."
slam it. We are in this bitch together. You're right. It's just an orgy in here.
Definitely is. You know what I mean? And for some of us, I know you the same way. That is our, what is it? The fortress of solitude. That's our little fortress of
Oh
solitude, man.
yeah.
Don't fuck up our fortress of solitude. That's my little
Right.
me time.
Why you want to come in the man cave and break the
Yeah, you know what
TV?
I'm saying? Break the remote. Nobody don't know
Come
where
on,
it's
son.
at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, don't fuck up the fortress of solitude for everybody, you know, because you want to do some stupid young
Right.
shit, you know. And I'm not about throwing people out, but I am about, like you just did, trying to enlighten them, you know, because no, I don't want to see people, you know, because hey, they could be anywhere, right? They could be out there doing crazy, fucked up shit, but they chose to go to the gym. So as far as I'm concerned, you made a
Right.
good choice with your time. You made a good choice. Yeah, you're here. You're in the
Right.
gym. That's good. You're not out there causing havoc, doing stupid shit, you know, getting drunk, throwing
Right.
shit at people. Or like I saw the other day on the news, some 15-year-old got his arm fucked up by riding the fucking train. You dumbass, you know? It's like, I think it's like, yeah, it's like his arm is all fucked up now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for what? Because you were surfing the fucking, you know, car, asshole. All right. Yeah,
Doing
so
too
that's why
much.
I wouldn't get so mad at them, because you know what? You could have been you've been doing a lot of dumb shit. You're doing dumb shit in here, but it could be so much worse. So we gotta give them a piece of credit.
Right.
You made a good choice to come to the gym today. That's nice. Now that you're here, how about we learn how to respect the equipment so that everyone can enjoy
Right.
it the way you're enjoying it?